So hello and welcome to my channel. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha. If you are new here, you are most definitely welcome. Welcome and join the family and subscribe and share and like. Here I talk about everything from beauty to politics, beauty and the base, politics and beauty, and I sometimes I go a bit Islamic in I'll talk some just say a few things about Islam, some new things I know that I've learned before. So I'll share that. I know I like completed an entire corridor for just before the lockdown. So yeah, that was supposed to there. So I do everything here and there, but I'm trying to do more makeup beauty video. Yeah, like this one that I have on right now. I know my camera is not that good, so you can't see the very pigment that's there, but yeah, I just did this and it was quite long and it took so long. But yeah, I do actually just a dark purple and green. I think I thought that was a lovely combination, so I did that and this was what the outcome. No, I mean, like, if my camera is like could be much better and like show the pigments really. So I'm just going to use this and like bear with me. And if you do like to support this page, this account, this channel, yeah, I do have a Patreon account, so you can go there and donate there. But without further ado, I'm going to talk. What I want to talk about is well, what's happening recently and what had happened like in USA like a few days ago, and that's with the George Floyd, George Floyd, yeah. I've heard about like a lot of gun shooting before and like the victims, and I've written quite a few essays and like thesis on in there on the topic anyway. I mean, police brutality and gun shooting and gun violence. But I've never actually like come forward and be like I'm going to really talk about um the I mean, I don't publicly talk about it except like in a written form, but I don't publicly talk about like gun violence and like this. But when I saw it and I was like, I could do it, I could talk a little bit about it, and I really want this video to be short as well. So, but okay, so before I go any further, I'd like to check in with everyone out here. How are you all doing? Are you all being safe with this COVID 19 that's out there? I hope you guys are staying safe and keep continue to stay safe, you as well as your family. And may God bless those that have passed during this time too. Like I I thought this would be like a few month thing. It's good. It's so so in the midst of the COVID, so we can't. I mean, we already like covered up and unable to breathe, and just watching the video of the cop and the man, I couldn't breathe. It's like if you are already breathless, this is like you're just done. Cause it was, I mean, I've watched some other videos before about like the gun violence, especially with confrontation with policies. But this one was, I mean, and I always get like the same reaction. One time I was so angry that and then one time I had to like write an essay for my class, and then I couldn't find anything to write. So then it was, maybe it was like 2015 or 14, and I was like, okay, I mean, I could talk about the recent thing that's just going on right now, which is like the gun violence, and I don't remember who was the victim during that time, but I had written about it, and it was emotionally draining. Watching the video was emotionally draining, and for 9 minutes, I don't even know how anyone could get the video and like watch it, because I mean, when the man was calling for his mom, like I can't breathe, and I have my, I just imagine myself with the mask on in this COVID-19, and like, yeah, I cannot breathe. Like I can't breathe either. It's a terrible feeling. It is a terrible feeling, and this is why I stay off topic. Like especially with gun violences anyway. I have experienced gun violence before. I haven't come up close to it, but I have like heard about it in action and where it was so close to me that you just leave your house one day and you don't know, yeah, you don't know if you will return back because it's just out there. Because I remember, I mean, I'm from Nigeria, right? And like every once in a while, I go to Ibadan or Lagos or some other like local city, and if you are if you're driving and the police are there, and you're driving, and there are all those checkpoints, and sometimes there are like 4, 3 checkpoints. Sometimes, I mean, three is the least, but if you're unlucky, you see like 5, 6 checkpoints, and you just and like almost always I always get scared, even because police brutality is not only limited to USA. It's like all around the world. When people are protesting, then they I don't know, do you call them judiciary, or are they, I don't know, but the armed forces anyway, they just feel the need to, like, I don't know, do a little more than just push back, but just start a riot in their own way, like as in like throwing tear gas or any kind of weapons to like disarm or just cause more injuries anyway to an unhealing pain. So with that, so if I'm traveling through say anywhere, maybe to Lagos or Ibadan or any of the local cities, you find that this police is at the checkpoints, and sometimes the confrontation is like, okay, do you have your particulars, you have your driver license, you have the register, your car is registered, they want to make sure that it's not stolen, it's not this and that. It's always about like the particulars, and like if you can give them like a little one and something like that. So when we come to checkpoints, I always be like, um I always get so scared because anything can happen. And for some years, like I think it was like 2007 or 2006, that happened like straight, like maybe like 3 or 4 events, I don't know, with students. And sometimes the people will just be like, oh, give up, and like you want to make sure that you are safe as well as the passengers in the cars or in the buses, because when you are traveling in like a, like to city, you go by bus or like car, and it's usually not like 2 people, it's like more than 5, then 20. So you always want to make sure that sometimes people just be like, oh, just give up, don't do the confrontation, and like just submit, and like give the police 500 naira or 1,000 naira, something like that, just to sway him off so you can go your own way and he also can go his own way. But sometimes the confrontations as well doesn't go that good, because I remember one time, it was around Christmas or maybe around like the festival, Muslim festival, but there was one particular one, like around Christmas, I believe. Like it was the time anyway that the students, they've just finished maybe their first semester, and they were going home or coming back home. So the driver in the car, I don't know, maybe he was a student too, or maybe he wasn't a student. But then when they got to the checkpoint, and then the police was like, oh, so show us the particulars. They gave him, they did everything. I mean, as the story goes, anyway, they did everything. But then the police didn't want to like let them go. So it got a little bit like panic, you know. confrontational. But then these are students, they don't care, they would say anything. They don't want to, you know really, they already Nigerians already are mad at the police, at the government anyway. So like if you kind of want to act like, oh, I can take the law into my own hand, so as well they can too. So at those points when it get confrontational, like, oh, just give up and like just give him some money, like 1,000, 2,000. But so I guess, I don't know. There was one that they gave the guy or the police money, and then they left. But then as they were leaving, the police shoots their tire of their car or bus, and then the car somersaulted, and everyone in the car died. And there was another incident, because it's two or four different incidents. In another one, the debating got so heated that the students were like, no, no, I'm not, we don't have any money, we're like students, we already dry, our pockets are dry, blah 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 blah. And so they left. And then with that, so the police shoot their tires, and like the thing somersaulted, because at the checkpoints, the police can either like let them go or like stay on there. If anything will happen, or if they actually want to do harm, then they shoot the tire, right? Because if they shoot the tire, then that means that the car can't move and the passengers are going to be stuck there. But the thing is, if they also shoot the tires, the car can go out of hand, because the driver, he may not be able to control the brake or something. So what happened in this event, that they weren't able to control the event, the tires skid, and then it went off the road and like somersaulted into like a ditch or something. Everybody died, and they were students, and they were just coming home from school. It was like the break, and there was another one during Christmas or some Eid festival. And there was like a particular one that one day I was going to my madrasa, like you, and and that time my the school that we're using for my madrasa is the same school that I went for my primary school education. So I was going, and then I went into the and I got into the hospital, like the hospital that's there, that's in my town. So I was walking there, and then I saw like this many people, many people from the polytechnic so nearby, and many students, really, like university college students. And it happened that the when they were one imam, like one the school imam, anyway, the school chosen imam was in the car when the incident happened. And oh my god, just seeing the scene, that like the outpouring support that the students actually came to the hospital to give to the imam while he was in like surgery. It was it was quite moving, and I was so appalled by like the policemen. But anyway, the man died, and it caused a lot of anger, like around, well, around your state, I would say. I don't know about the other towns, but it caused a lot of anger around like in my, like Oyo State anyway. And the students and police had like a very big confrontations. Like they took guns, like both sides took guns. It was those events or those moments that I won't forget, because it happens like a few times, and the police were just continuing. Like every time the students are going home, they would just stop them, and like, so that happened, and it was sad. And but everybody anyway died in the car, or in the bus. And it can happen to you when you're going to any other town. Because I remember the last time I went to Nigeria, and then we were coming back, and so there was like three policemen, and they stopped us at the checkpoint, and I was like, oh my goodness, let this go. please let this go, because like as I said, sometimes you will hear a story that oh, this happened, and just sometimes you feel like, oh, I've passed this road before, and like I've met a lot of policemen that they stopped you, and let me tell you, it can really get confrontation, because when we were coming, I the our driver actually got confrontational with the policeman, and like, I won't go into detail, but like it was, and I was scared, and I was like, oh my goodness, please relax, just come back inside and let's go. And so like seeing that, I mean, like I always wasn't going to like, oh, they have to like press over your esophagus or like your vein and then kill you right there. No, but like you know what? If you come into this if you've been to this confrontation, it gets wild. It gets really wild. And when I was looking at my driver, and I was like, oh my god, please don't infuriate him more than he's already been. Like, can you come in and like, let's go. Like, can you come in? Let's just go. And well, thank God he came back inside, and then we left. But like I said, I remember back then, even in my town, really, because some the students that were killed back then were from my town. They were like boarding in my town, and then, and a lot of students, both high school, especially high school, they went into the market to like protest. And the two, I mean, I don't know where, like, who knows where they get the guns anyway? But like, if you like a student and like and university cars, then guess you can get anything from anywhere. So yeah. But in the riots, nothing bad happened during the riots. But so seeing that video of George Floyd, I'm so saddened. I'm so saddened by it. I mean, we already in COVID, and we already like suffocating under our own house, and then you just you're just out there, and then you go on the internet, and like the internet is like suffocating you, and like the policies are supposed to be enforcing laws, people like the security, and like a little, you see, I don't know what did the guy do anyway. I mean, whatever he might have done, it shouldn't come into like, well, it shouldn't end his life. It shouldn't have end his life in any way. And I'm always so cautious, because anybody can leave their home or houses any day and then not come back the next day, which is not supposed to be. But people will say, oh, that's life, that's this and that's, yeah, all this thing all stem out of racism, and like the structural or like the imperial